there are opportunities in the market to expand our business, which we're always looking at the moment, because of the partly because I think of the illiquidity in the AIM market, where we consider ourselves to be the best value stock to be buying.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is Mark Wheeler. He's the CEO of Dialis Group. Mark, very good to meet you. For viewers new to the story, could you tell us more about Dialis and what you do?
Hi, Stephen. Yeah, Dialis is a business that operates globally, headquartered in the UK. We're involved in the engineering and construction sector, specifically in dispute resolution. So we help people when projects overrun in terms of time or money, work out how they can recover those costs, if they can recover those costs, and where liability might sit for that. And having been doing that business now for 45 years in both engineering, construction, oil and gas, and offshore as well, we also are well placed to advise clients as to how to avoid disputes as well as resolve them. So we're very much niche specialists associated with the construction and engineering built environment.
Could you tell us a bit more about your customer base, Mark?
Well, we have a wide customer base, a large proportion of which are contractors or joint ventures. We work on some of the largest projects in the world, large metro installations in major cities, offshore wind, all of the engineering things that make the world go round these days, particularly in the energy sector or associated with it. So the people that install and design these things are often doing something novel that's not been done in that particular place, in that particular environment before. So we support them with their contracts, planning, programming, and claims and dispute resolution. We also work for quite a few clients and government bodies who have commissioned something to be constructed or built and are finding challenges with the timescale for its construction and delivery.
I mean, one of the current challenges, I suppose, Mark, must be the introduction of additional US tariffs. So we already know about 25% tariffs imposed on steel imports to the United States, but this is much broader than that. How are you advising your clients about this at the moment? Are you getting inquiries from clients?
We absolutely are. I think we're one of the few businesses that are actually looking at the current challenges caused by tariffs as an opportunity for us to help more clients resolve problems. We gained a lot of experience during COVID-19 and in various stock market events that have happened in recent years on particularly dealing with what we would call cost escalation claims. So if you've got 100 million to build a railway in one particular an extension to a railway, and steel suddenly doubles in price or is less available, it can cost a great deal and cause you a lot of problems. So we would look both at upfront advice on setting up the contract to deal with that, and also post-contract advice on how to manage it and ensure that our clients' interests are as protected as they can be in what's a very fast-moving environment. It takes a lot of knowledge around the marketplace and of construction and engineering and of procurement as well to be able to deliver that. But it's one of our core skills.
You talk about a fast-moving environment, Mark, and it seems to be changing every single day. It looks like the government may have a handle on the issues at British Steel for the short term. Are you confident that things could progress satisfactorily?
Well, we actually have very strong business in the northeast of England working in the energy sector and in steel production as well. So we've helped clients do refits and regular maintenance, shutdowns, those kind of things. But also, I think it's essential to our economy to be able to be a steel producer rather than to be reliant on supplies around the world in what recently has become one of the most volatile periods I can recall to operate in. Things can change very, very quickly. So I think having that steel production availability in the UK is a really sensible, important thing to us and to our clients. We obviously operate internationally as well, Middle East, Asia Pacific, and we have a foothold in North America too. So we're seeing different effects in different areas at this time. Challenges with supply and demand will also impact the time of project delivery as well. And if a project runs on for another year, then the costs of that can be really significant to all of our clients. So wide-ranging impacts, fast-moving environment, and we have to keep on top of it on a weekly basis.
Mark, looking beyond British Steel, perhaps, what are some of the other challenges that your clients are currently faced with?
I think aluminium is also an issue in a number of different sectors. Those two are the first things that we certainly are considering and are aware of. The other thing is that in the built environment, we often have key items of plant manufactured off-site. So gas turbines, generators, all of those kinds of pieces of equipment, they are very rarely assembled in one place. Often you have someone who makes turbine shafts, someone who makes blades. We have been living for the last 20 years in an increasingly global environment where there might be 10 or 20 suppliers inputting components into a major piece of equipment. We saw these challenges with semiconductors a few years ago as well. So having a handle on where things are made and how they're put together is important, because one or two small components could really delay the delivery and completion of the construction of some quite significant pieces of equipment.
Mark, I know you're out with a trading update for the first half of your financial year in the next couple of weeks or so. In the meantime, the company has been continuing with its share buybacks. Could you maybe give us your thoughts on the share buyback program and how that's progressing?
We're now on our second, or I believe actually third, buyback program. It's something that's popular with quite a number of our holders. In terms of what we do with additional cash, there are opportunities in the market to expand our business, which we're always looking at the moment, because of partly because I think of the illiquidity in the AIM market, where we consider ourselves to be the best value stock to be buying. So that process will continue. We'll monitor it and measure it from time to time, and we'll be making announcements in the normal course as to how and when we'll extend that program and by what value.
Well, Mark, I hope you'll keep us updated on progress as it continues at Dialis Group. Thank you very much for the introduction today.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you.
Mark Wheeler is the CEO of Dialis Group.